In Hollywood, some celebrities are renowned for their audacious performances, while others draw attention of their genuine selves. Regardless of who is watching or listening, these celebs don't hold back while expressing their opinions. These incidents, which range from startling TV interviews to late-night talk show outbursts, have made followers laugh and cheer. These celebrities have never hidden their genuine emotions, whether Madonna's notorious encounter with David Letterman or Joan Rivers sparring with hosts. This video will examine Hollywood actors who don't hold back when expressing their opinions. Prepare yourself for some breathtaking moments. Madonna. One of the most talked about episodes in the history of late-night television is Madonna's 1994 interview with David Letterman. Madonna, known for being outspoken and provocative, went to the next level when she appeared on The Late Show. It was immediately apparent when she took the stage that this would not be your average interview. She set the tone for the evening right away by giving Letterman a pair of her underpants to start the talk. Madonna used profanity throughout the conversation, using several F-bombs, which at the time was a significant occurrence on network television. There was a noticeable tension between Letterman and Madonna as they exchanged snarky comments and jabs. Madonna's inability to explicitly respond to questions during the interview made it even more startling. Instead, she directed the discussion to subjects like her private life, sex, and the media's fixation on her. Because viewers were unsure of what she might say or do next, this resulted in an awkward but captivating piece. As the interview ended, Madonna continued her unconventional banter, lit a cigar, and refused to leave the platform. It is still regarded as one of the most awkward and memorable late-night incidents in history, solidifying Madonna's status as a celebrity who speaks her thoughts, no matter how startling. Martin Lawrence. Martin Lawrence hosted Saturday Night Live in 1994, and his uncensored monologue soon gained notoriety. Known for his daring stand-up humor, Lawrence went beyond what even Saturday Night Live could handle. He started talking about women's hygiene in a crass and graphic way during his monologue, deviating from the script. The network had to delete portions of the live show due to the offensive nature of the comments. In addition to its shock value, the monologue made Lawrence famous by preventing him from ever hosting the program again. The occurrence raised numerous debates, with some applauding Lawrence's audacity and others denouncing him for going too far. But Lawrence didn't appear to give a damn about the criticism. He justified his remarks in interviews conducted following the incident, saying that people were too sensitive and that he was simply being honest. Despite the backlash, Lawrence's monologue, which displayed his unvarnished comedic style, became a pivotal point in his career. The incident cemented Lawrence as one of the most audacious comedians of his day, even if he might have been expelled from Saturday Night Live. The monologue is still a remarkable example of what happens when celebrities go off script and say exactly what they're thinking, even though it lost him future appearances on the show. Cher. Television legends surround Cher's 1986 visit on The Late Show with David Letterman. Letterman sat down with the legendary singer and actress for what was meant to be a routine interview, but things rapidly took a surprising turn. Cher didn't mince words when Letterman questioned why she had previously declined offers to be on his show. The crowd exploded in amusement as she said, "Because I thought you were an hole." Letterman, obviously shocked, immediately attempted to play it off with humor. Cher's candor, however, set the tone for the remainder of the interview, which was still stressful but enjoyable. Cher's courage to voice her opinions in a situation where other celebrities would have tried to be more tactful made this moment unforgettable. She refused to compromise or sugarcoat her emotions, and her unvarnished candor made for excellent television. To his credit, Letterman was able to steer the conversation in the right direction, but Cher's comment ended up being the most talked-about aspect of the program. Cher's openness was daring and exhilarating in a world where many celebrities are cautious about their public personas. It served as a reminder that she has never been one to follow the rules and that she is unafraid to speak her opinion regardless of the repercussions. Tony Danza. The ordinarily amiable actor Tony Danza's 1998 interview on a Jacksonville morning show took an odd turn when he revealed his emotions. Danza, who starred in Who's the Boss and Taxi, was marketing a project at the time of the disastrous interview. Danza wasn't in the mood for small conversation when the hosts asked him what appeared to be a standard inquiry about his career. He went on a tirade about how shallow Hollywood is and how tired he was of repeatedly hearing the same dull questions. The fact that the incident occurred during what was meant to be a light-hearted, upbeat morning show part was what made it so surprising. Danza was unreserved in his criticism of the industry that had made him famous and the media. He also attacked the interviewers, saying that they were unresearched and treated him as a one-dimensional figure. Danza seemed indifferent to the host's obvious discomfort. Awkwardly, Danza left the stage before the interview was officially over. His outburst undoubtedly made an impression on viewers and became viral before viral moments were even a thing, even if it didn't seem to have a long-term negative impact on his career. It perfectly illustrates what occurs when famous people decide they've had enough and decide to voice their opinions regardless of the repercussions. Alec Baldwin. Another iconic instance of a celebrity without a filter is Alec Baldwin's 2009 performance on The Late Show with David Letterman. Baldwin, well known for his witty remarks and occasionally harsh demeanor, didn't mince words when he was interviewed. The media closely followed Baldwin because he was involved in a well-publicized custody dispute with his ex-wife, Kim Basinger. Letterman raised the topic, and Baldwin, obviously annoyed by his portrayal in the media, answered with a mix of humor and rage. He joked about kidnapping his daughter and made scathing remarks about the legal system. Baldwin spoke humorously for the most part, but a tension beneath it showed he was expressing genuine annoyance. The interview occasionally turned awkward during Baldwin's criticism of the media and the public's fixation on celebrity scandals. A remarkable and occasionally embarrassing viewing experience resulted from his open comments about his personal life, which starkly contrasted with the typical late-night banter. Baldwin's performance served as a reminder that, despite his talent as an actor, he also doesn't hesitate to voice his opinions, even if doing so causes discomfort. Over the years, his unfiltered demeanor has landed him into problems, but it also contributes to his allure in Hollywood. Danny DeVito. Another noteworthy instance of a celebrity speaking their thoughts without considering the repercussions is Danny DeVito's 2010 interview on Fox News. Known for his parts in TV series like It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia and movies like Batman Returns, DeVito promoted his most recent endeavor when the conversation took an unexpected turn. DeVito didn't mince words when questioned about politics. He went on a fervent and somewhat unintelligible tirade about the media, the administration, and the nation's status. The fact that DeVito's remarks were anything but conservative, and the incident took place on a news outlet with a conservative reputation, added to the surrealness of the situation. The interviewers were uncomfortable with DeVito's tirade, which was full of profanities and caustic remarks. He once called Fox News a biased platform and even attacked the network itself. Despite DeVito's reputation for unconventional humor, this interview went too far and sparked an uproar. DeVito was not attempting to be humorous. Instead, he was sincerely upset about the status of the world, and he wasn't hesitant to express it live on TV. The interview swiftly went viral, with many applauding DeVito for his candor and others denouncing him for his lack of professionalism. It served as a reminder that DeVito is a celebrity who speaks his thoughts regardless of the stage or where people are standing. Russell Brand. Controversy is nothing new to Russell Brand, and his 2013 appearance on Jimmy Fallon's Tonight Show was just another instance of his unvarnished interviewing style. Brand, well known for his witty banter and propensity to push boundaries, did not let anyone down in this part. The British actor and comedian abruptly strayed from his book promotion to talk about his opinions on addiction, celebrity, and the ridiculousness of the entertainment business. Brand refused to listen to Fallon's attempts to change the subject to something more lighthearted. He persisted in being open about his contempt for Hollywood's shallowness and the media's fixation on celebrity culture. Brand even made light of Fallon's polished appearance, asking if the host had ever felt constrained by the rigors of hosting a late-night talk show. Although there were difficult moments during the session, it was fascinating to see Brand defy the expectations of what a celebrity interview ought to be. Joan Rivers. The queen of uncensored humor, Joan Rivers, was renowned for speaking her thoughts, regardless of how offensive or contentious it may have seemed. She didn't hold back when appearing on The Late Show with David Letterman in 2013. No one was immune to Rivers' savage criticism, which ranged from politics to celebrities. Her ability to blend humor with a scathing critique of the entertainment industry's status made her presence especially remarkable. Rivers made several comments about the Kardashians during the interview, labeling them talentless and famous for nothing, criticism she had previously expressed, but this time delivered with more venom. She also attacked the younger comics, saying they didn't know how to push limits like she did and were too focused on being politically correct. Rivers' unreserved candor was startling and novel in a time when many famous people were selective about their speech. Admiring Rivers' uncensored approach, Letterman encouraged her to do so, resulting in one of the year's most hilarious and provocative interviews. Even though Rivers' comments frequently caused controversy, they also solidified her reputation as a comedic pioneer who dared to say things others would not. Mark Wahlberg. Because of Mark Wahlberg's actions rather than his words, his 2013 visit on The Graham Norton Show swiftly rose to the top of the season's discussion topics. Wahlberg appeared with Michael Fassbender and Sarah Silverman, and it was immediately apparent that he was in a lighthearted and unrestrained mood. Before appearing on the show, the actor had a few drinks, and his inebriation resulted in some amusingly spontaneous moments. At one point, Wahlberg even sat on Norton's knee, made jokes about Fassbender, and repeatedly interrupted his fellow guests. Wahlberg's outspoken manner caused some awkward moments, especially for his co-stars, even if the interview was primarily lighthearted. To the audience's amusement and mild embarrassment, he frequently referred to Fassbender as sexy and engaged in a blatant flirtation with Silverman. The interview became viral due to Wahlberg's antics, and it remains one of the most hilarious and wild moments on The Graham Norton Show. Wahlberg appeared to have no remorse for his actions, despite the opinion of several spectators that he had gone a bit too far. His raw humor and a few too many beers created a memorable television moment. Amy Schumer. Being uncensored has been the cornerstone of Amy Schumer's career, and her 2015 appearance on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon was no exception. Schumer was promoting her movie, Trainwreck, and didn't hold back while bringing her trademark brash and frequently bawdy comedy to the conversation. Schumer started making jokes about dating, body image, and the unfair standards in Hollywood as soon as she took the stage. Her forthright comments about sexism in Hollywood made the conversation memorable, but her sharp wit and unrestrained style made the crowd laugh. In her candid remarks, Schumer criticized the unattainable beauty standards placed on female celebrities and discussed her difficulties as a woman working in the entertainment sector. She joked about how guys in Hollywood get away with much more than women, but there was a serious message about gender disparity hidden beneath the jest. Fallon, who liked Schumer's bold approach, gave her most of the interview, which led to an entertaining and thought-provoking piece. In addition to making her a divisive figure in Hollywood, Schumer's unvarnished honesty has won her hordes of admirers who value her courage to speak the truth, no matter how awkward it may be. Carrie Fisher. Carrie Fisher's 2015 Conan appearance was a raw, irreverent comedy masterwork. With her unconventional comments and unabashed comedy, Fisher swiftly emerged as the night's most notable guest while promoting the Star Wars The Force Awakens movie. In keeping with her extravagant persona, she took her dog, Gary, to the stage and started making jokes about everything from her famous role as Princess Leia to aging in Hollywood. The audience laughed at Fisher's razor-sharp humor and unrepentant demeanor. Still, she also used the occasion to open up about her long-standing issues with substance addiction and mental health. Fisher made fun of the notorious metal bikini she wore in Return of the Jedi and hilariously blasted the Star Wars franchise when Conan O'Brien brought up the topic. She was one of the most amusing talk show guests ever because of her ability to make fun of herself, the industry, and the ridiculousness of celebrity. Whether it was her struggles or Hollywood's attitude toward older actors, Fisher didn't hesitate to bring up sensitive subjects. Her openness won her even more admirers, demonstrating that Fisher was a cherished actress and a truth-teller who didn't hesitate to voice her opinions on any topic. Dax Shepard. One of the most candid interviews in Late Night with Conan O'Brien's history was Dax Shepard's 2016 appearance. Shepard, known for having a direct sense of humor, didn't mince words when speaking with O'Brien. With a blend of humor and frankness, the comedian and actor talked about everything from his battles with addiction to his marriage to Kristen Bell. Shepard, who has always been open about his personal life, went above and beyond by disclosing specifics about his past transgressions and how they helped mold him into the man he now is. Shepard's ability to be both self-deprecating and perceptive at the same time was what made the conversation so memorable. He shared insightful thoughts on the value of treatment and self-improvement, while also making light of his fears as a spouse and father. O'Brien, renowned for engaging his guests, allowed Shepard to go into these serious subjects while maintaining a lighthearted and humorous tone. Shepard gave one of the most sincere and unvarnished performances on late-night television by the end of the interview, demonstrating that sometimes the most excellent comedy stems from genuine, unvarnished honesty. Jennifer Lawrence. Speaking her mind is nothing new to Jennifer Lawrence, and her 2016 appearance on The Graham Norton Show was a prime illustration of her candid interviewing style. With her honest and even irreverent humor, Lawrence immediately became the party's center while promoting her movie Passengers. To the surprise and laughter of her guests, she told a particularly ridiculous story about how, when filming The Hunger Games, she scratched her butt on sacred Hawaiian rocks. One of Lawrence's most charming traits has always been her ability to laugh at herself and not take her celebrity too seriously. This interview was a great example. Lawrence's spontaneous comments appeared to excite Norton, who is renowned for his ability to persuade celebrities to share their innermost thoughts. The actress also talked about her iconic fall at the Oscars, making fun of it and joking that she still hasn't moved on from it. One of the reasons fans adore Lawrence is her unvarnished honesty and willingness to show vulnerability, which made for a refreshing discussion. She never hesitates to express her opinions, even if doing so makes others uncomfortable or involves sharing humiliating anecdotes. Lawrence's participation on The Graham Norton Show served as a reminder that she is an unashamed, natural person in a field full of polished public personalities. Jane Fonda. During a 2017 appearance on The Graham Norton Show, Jane Fonda, known for her candor, gave a perceptive and candid interview. Fonda, who has been in the public eye for decades, is well known for her activism and readiness to voice her opinions on social and political problems. This interview was no exception. When questioned about her activism and career, Fonda was candid about her views on various topics, including climate change and feminism. She attacked the entertainment business for its treatment of older actors and talked passionately about the need for more women in leadership roles. However, Fonda's uncensored comments weren't just about somber subjects. She also related amusing incidents from her lengthy Hollywood career, such as her encounters with some of the top personalities in the business. Fonda's recounting of an especially embarrassing encounter with actor Robert Redford was one of the highlights, causing the audience and her other guests to erupt in laughter. Fonda is one of the most captivating and unvarnished voices in Hollywood today, and her appearance on The Graham Norton Show was a prime example of how she can combine humor with frank analysis. Christine Baranski. Although Christine Baranski is renowned for her elegant and refined on-screen personas, her 2018 visit to The Graham Norton Show demonstrated that she isn't scared to express her opinions. Throughout the discussion, Baranski delighted the audience with her humor and wit while narrating tales from her long career in movies and television. However, Baranski's candid assessment of the difficulties of working in Hollywood, particularly as an older woman, truly set the interview apart. Speaking openly about the discrimination women experience in the entertainment industry, Baranski described how she has been passed over for parts or pressured to meet predetermined standards for beauty and behavior. She didn't hold back when talking about the frequently harsh realities of being an actor in a field that values youth and beauty. Nonetheless, Baranski made these concerns with a keen sense of humor, balancing sobering insights and humorous tales from her time on programs like The Big Bang Theory and The Good Wife. Baranski's discussion on fan interactions was one of the interview's funniest moments. She described how people frequently mistake her for other actresses and even inquire about series in which she has never been. "I've learned to embrace these awkward moments as part of the quirky reality of fame," Baranski said, laughing it off. In addition to showcasing her comedic timing, her visit to the Graham Norton show provided a refreshing, candid look at the joys and challenges of being a woman in Hollywood. Baranski was a remarkable guest who gained even more respect from fans and industry peers for her ability to be composed and uncensored. Tiffany Hadish. Tiffany Hadish's 2018 appearance on The Ellen DeGeneres Show was another example of her contagious energy and uncensored wit. Hadish gave one of the year's most memorable interviews, showcasing her distinct comedic approach while promoting her movie Girls Trip and rising comedic renown. Thanks to her outrageous antics and anecdotes, Hadish had the audience in stitches from the minute she took the stage. Hadish's hilarious story about taking a group of pals on a Groupon swamp tour while filming Girls Trip in Louisiana was one of the interview's highlights. With amusing commentary about the folks she met on the tour, she detailed the adventure. The audience couldn't get enough of Hadish's unvarnished storytelling, and Ellen, known for enjoying a good yarn, was in laughter. It wasn't all laughs. Hadish also talked about her difficult childhood and how her hardships influenced her humorous style. The conversation was more than just a string of laughs because of Hadish's genuineness and readiness to show vulnerability. She talked openly about overcoming hardship and how difficult it was for her to become famous, yet she never wavered in her positive outlook. Hadish is one of the most adored comedians in Hollywood because of her heartfelt and humorous style, and her visit to the Ellen DeGeneres Show was a prime illustration of why viewers adore her raw appeal. Will Smith. One of Hollywood's most charming and charismatic celebrities for a long time, Will Smith's 2019 appearance on The Tonight Show, which stars Jimmy Fallon, cemented his reputation as an unvarnished, entertaining guest. Smith made the interview one of the year's most fun by promoting his role in Aladdin with his trademark high enthusiasm. Because of their innate connection, Smith and Fallon's lighthearted banter kept the audience interested throughout. Smith shared some of his most outrageous behind-the-scenes tales from the Aladdin production, including amusing filming accidents. He also discussed how he handled the character uniquely and the strain of playing the iconic part of the genie, which Robin Williams previously portrayed. Viewers received the interview well because of Smith's ability to be hilarious and introspective in his narration. One of the most remarkable parts was when Smith and Fallon played a medley of TV-themed tunes from the 1980s and 1990s, including The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, as part of a musical farce. As Smith rapped the well-known words, the crowd went crazy, reminding everyone why he is one of his generation's most adored performers. This interview instantly became a classic due to his unbridled enthusiasm and eagerness to have fun, displaying the contagious charm that has kept him at the top of Hollywood for decades. Jennifer Aniston. After a lengthy absence, Jennifer Aniston made her daytime talk show comeback in 2019 on The Ellen DeGeneres Show, and it was pure pleasure. Fans were thrilled to see Aniston back in the spotlight as she promoted her Apple TV Plus series, The Morning Show, and her open discussion with Ellen did not let them down. Typically more restrained in interviews, Aniston let her guard down during her visit, which resulted in some unexpectedly humorous and personal moments. When Aniston and DeGeneres shared a friendly kiss during the interview, it soon went viral and sparked a lighthearted conversation about Ellen's habit of kissing her guests. Aniston joked about the situation and displayed her innate comedic timing, taking it all in stride. But it wasn't just lighthearted banter. Aniston also talked candidly about her time on Friends, considering the program's enduring influence and ability to appeal to new generations of viewers. Aniston's ability to balance comedy and sincere insights about her personal and professional lives stood out in the conversation. She talked candidly about the highs and lows of celebrity, the demands of upholding a public persona, and her wish to work on more fulfilling endeavors. Her unadulterated charisma and genuineness continued to appeal to fans of all ages, and Aniston's visit on The Ellen DeGeneres Show served as a reminder of why she is one of Hollywood's most adored actresses.
If you've watched the video till here, that means you've enjoyed the video. Subscribe. Don't forget to turn on the notifications bell icon